Hello, friends. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever it is you are in the world. I'm going to be doing a timeless love reading just in time for Valentine's Day. This will be a general reading, so take what comes. I'm going to separate this reading into two parts. So there's going to be a general reading, and then I'm going to do an extended with a few more additional questions, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards. The extended will be a bit longer, so it will be on YouTube instead. Okay, so to give you an idea, this reading will be what truth about your love life do you need to know right now? So the general will go over what's actually happening, the energy that you're putting out or receiving, what still needs to be healed within this connection or within yourself. And then the extended will go through what this love will challenge you currently or in the future, where your ego versus your heart may conflict, how you can align this energy so that you can allow for love to come in, and what signs or energy you'll see either just before or during meeting somebody or being in a connection. So if you like what you hear in the general and you want to hear the extended, make sure you come over to my YouTube and come watch that with me. So I have three piles here. The first pile comes with the Amazonite crystal. It's very pretty. And the Light Seers Tarot deck. The second pile is my favorite, Selenite Chakra stone with all 7 chakras. And this comes with the Mystic Tarot. The Mystic Dreamers Tarot. And the third pile, I believe this is an agate, maybe a flower agate or carnelian flower agate. And this one is with the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. So, as always, take a minute, breathe, center yourself, take a minute to feel which pile is drawn to you, whether it's the tarot deck or the crystal, an image, or whatever you feel most drawn to. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the Amazonite crystal or the Light Seers Tarot deck, this pile is for you. We are going to shuffle the deck. This will be a reading about the truth about your love life right now. So we're going to explore what's actually happening, what energy you're putting out, and what you're receiving. And we're also going to go over what still needs healing. In the extended version, we're going to also look at a few things. We're going to look at what this love will challenge, or the ego versus the heart is, if there's any conflict, how you can align this energy, and what kind of signs you're going to be seeing. Okay. So, pile 1, what's actually happening in your current love life? That's too many cards. Thank you, but too many. Okay, we'll take it. The Wheel. Again, too many cards. So what's actually happening? Let's get 2 cards for each question. What's actually happening in pile 1's current love life? Okay. I can understand that. Okay. Where is your energy being put? And one more. Oops. So we got Temperance and Star, but I'm going to take the one on top. I'll take Temperance into consideration, but and what still needs to heal for pile 1? I'll take this and this. Okay. Okay. So pile 1, we have what's actually happening, the Wheel, and Knight of Swords. For what kind of energy you're putting out or receiving, we have the Ten of Swords and the Star. Oh my goodness. And for what still needs healing, we have Judgment and the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, pile 1. So what's actually happening is that you likely feel pushed to move forward, to get things going. This Knight of Swords, if you look at, he's running towards his motorcycle, towards his bike. He's in a hurry. He's rushed. He feels some kind of pressure to move forward. But the Wheel is quite the opposite. So the Wheel is the energy that you need to allow for things to just unfold. So the universe, God, the world is reassuring you that you need to let things unfold in the way that they need to, even though you might feel a rush to kind of get the ball rolling, if you will. So this is what's actually happening. It feels like a tug and pull between knowing that you need to allow for things to unfold in their own time and feeling like you're running out of time, or feeling like you need to make a move now or else. Yeah. So the energy that you are putting out and receiving is one of acceptance. Like you're trying to pull in your your other half here. The Ten of Swords tells me that you've gone through quite a bit, taking into Temperance, who was also trying to come out into consideration, that balance that Temperance brings, wanting to move forward, bringing balance back into your life, and pulling in this love, this radiating energy, this alignment. I know I use that word a lot, but that's definitely what it is. It's alignment, putting yourself in an auric field, an energetic space of wanting this pull, this magnetic connection. So this is what you're putting out there, and it feels like the hard work, the balance that you've created in your life, this is what you're putting out, and it will come in, as you can see the little string pull. So what needs healing still? You have Judgment, and we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Judgment and the Five of Swords suggests to me that something in the past, you may be having a hard trouble letting go of. Perhaps you put in a certain amount of efforts towards a situation and it didn't pay off the way that you expected or the way that you wanted to. And the word failure is coming to mind, or this sense of failure that it caused for you, is likely making you stop in your tracks, and wanting to repeat that. So I do feel like this energy is something that you need to face before you can move on. In terms of healing, you need to really let go of this past wound that you have. So that's all I'm going to pull for right now. If you want to see the extension of this reading, what this level challenge, any conflicts, ego versus heart, how you can align your energy, and what signs you'll see when this energy is coming into alignment. I'm also going to pull some oracle cards from a few different decks. But yeah, so pile one, that is your reading. If it resonates with you, let me know. And if you want to see the extended, go over to my YouTube and watch that there. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile one. This is your extended version of your reading. So we're going to be looking into what this level challenge. We want to look into the ego versus the heart, if there's any conflicts that may come up, and how you can align this energy. Oops. Okay, so first we want to look into what this level challenge, either presently or in the future. We'll take this one, but not these. Oops. So what will this love challenge? Let's get one more. Okay. I'm going to bring these down. Oopsies. What conflict is there? Ego versus heart. One more, please. The moon. So some kind of secrets or hidden information. How can you align with this energy? Pile one. Oh, that's too many. How can you align with this energy? take this. How can pile 1 align with this energy? Okay. What is that? 8 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Okay, and what kind of signs or energy will they see? 2 of Swords. And 1 more. So this is the Hermit in reverse. Okay. Okay. I'll keep that here if you want to clarify anything. Just trying to find a way to... Okay. So, what is this love challenging? We have the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay, pile 1. So, what this love will challenge is a few things. This feels like a very specific situation. So the first thing that's gonna challenge this situation is creating some kind of foundation. Whether this is giving the connection or relationship a label, solidifying that foundation. Maybe you're in a relationship and you want to move in together, or you're getting married, or you're just coming to terms with saying we're dating, or we're official. This will be the first challenge. There does seem to be some form of gossip. There might be people in the vicinity, within your energy or your person's energy, that may try to gossip or spread rumors. So let's clarify this 3 of Swords. Is there anything that I can do? 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think if you're building solid foundations, if you're having that communication and just putting in the effort, putting in the work to what it is that you want here. This 2 of Cups energy, really. So I think when it comes to what this level challenge, I think a lot of it is going to be just figuring out this foundation, whatever that means for you and your person. That can mean many things to many people. And this 3 of Swords energy in reverse, that it's clear to me that it's most likely going to be outside rumors, conflict, the energy of people around you that is going to try and influence. But if the foundation, if the roots here are being planted and they're being nurtured, you see he's not only planted the roots, he's sending energy, whether this is healing energy, loving energy. He's putting all his energy into letting these roots blossom and flourish. So I think if both sides, both parties are open and willing to put the energy to make it work, then this will definitely be, or it seems like it would be, something that will eventually flourish. So where is the ego and the heart conflict, or is there an ego and heart conflict? So we have the Five of Wands and we have the Moon. So the Moon tells me there might be some level of intuition here. I feel this is the heart. So I think if we're looking at it as ego versus heart, then we have everyone has their own goal here. Everyone's moving and making moves for their own self, right? This is kind of an acceptance or needing to be accepted or be prepared for I want to say combat, but I think this could have more to do with, again, those outside influences. Those outside influences, I know whose pile this is. Those outside influences that could be trying to create a rift, right? But the heart is intuitive. The heart is knowing. The heart can see beyond what is within the physical. The heart knows, right? Delulu is the Salulu. So the moon is Pisces energy. Pisces, the dreamer, it was very intuitive. So this energy tells me that when it comes to the ego versus the heart, is going to be a lot of, again, needing to be prepared for these outside influences that everyone's going to have an opinion. Everyone's going to, there might be people who disagree. There might be many people who disagree or who think it's unfair or yeah. Okay, so moving on. Sorry if I'm laughing so much. I know whose pile this is. How we can align with this energy. So what can you do to align with this energy? Okay, so actually let me move this here. So oh my goodness. Okay, so moving on, how can you align with this energy? So to align with this energy, you got the Two of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So this definitely feels like wanting to bring union, wanting to bring foundation to the forefront, but you're moving too fast. This is, again, this Knight of Swords energy, or maybe this isn't you individually. Maybe this is you and your partner, or maybe collectively you both feel a pressure. I knew this was going to happen. You both feel a pressure to move forward, to solidify things, to make things concrete, or yeah. So this energy is telling me like it's okay that, you know, you may feel this need to rush and move forward and desire to move quicker than you probably should. And again, I think this has to do with like the energies around you. I think there's like maybe some kind of outside influence, whether this is direct or indirect, because I feel like it could also be indirect influence. So again, with this energy of gossip or hearing things, or a persona or an image that you see online on social media, that could be influencing how you perceive this individual. So what kind of signs and energy are you going to see? So first we have the Hermit in reverse. So when it comes to the signs, my candle's going crazy. When it comes to the signs of the things you'll likely see is solitude. Somebody who's probably withdrawn more than they should. It's like an animal that retreats and needs to lick its wounds because of past situations that you know, they still need to release and let go of. So I do want to clarify the Two of Swords. Let's get... Jeez, okay. I'll take that into consideration, the Six of Pentacles. And the Hierophant, okay. Oh, this is my pile. I'm gonna have to try to remember to cut this part. Okay. If I do, I do. If I don't, it is what it is. It's being put out into the universe for a reason. All right. Okay, so another way that you'll find that this is the energy... Hold on, this feels too loud. Is because rational thought is going to leave you. We can come back to this whole energy of the heart, the moon, the intuition, the knowing of things that, you know, you can't always explain. So if you see this card, this young lady, she's blindfolded. The crows have put a blindfold on her, and she's got some scales here. She's got two. Two is often a need to bring balance, or having imbalance and having to find ways to bring balance. But this too, and specifically in regards to how you'll know that this is the connection you're thinking of, is that a rational sense is leaving. right, you're not thinking clearly. So not only are you withdrawing more than you should, or your person is withdrawing more than they should, or is really, not engaging as much as they should or as they have in the past. Withdrawing and just even procrastination, this is, whether this is you or your person, it's disconnecting from reality, disconnecting from reality, not being able to, or not seeing as clearly as you have in the past. It's like puppy love. All of a sudden you see somebody and it feels strange. It feels, you feel drawn to this person magnetically, can't quite explain it. It's a different type of connection. So yeah. On top of that, you may find that either you or this person is teaching you things. This could be that both of you are, kind of elevating each other in terms of how you think and how you perceive, or maybe challenging your perspectives in life. This could be just somebody who really just, I'm trying to get these oracle cards. Somebody who really just understands that, sometimes we need that challenge. The Hierophant is higher knowing. He's intuitive. He can see things. He's patient. Is in his element. I am what I am. It's somebody who, again, challenges those perspectives. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few more. We're going to pull some oracle cards, just confirmation. Jesus. I'm not going to take these, but we will take this one. Let's get 3 more. Okay, sure. Goodness. And 2 more. Okay, and at the bottom we have stay optimistic, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. So again, I'm getting a lot of outside influences. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. This could also be that maybe things aren't completely at face value. Again, with that gossip energy, that those outside influences, that hidden information, the secrets that you may not know, or your person hasn't revealed, whether this is personal secrets or that maybe they were going to reveal at some point, but they haven't got into it yet because you have these outside influences and this energy around you that's trying to let's tidy this up. These outside energies that are trying to manipulate the situation, if you will. Oh, this is the wrong way. I'm also going to put some Rose Oracle cards here. So we're going to pull 4 as well. So I got the Temple of Rose, the Sun, and I'll take that one. Let's get one more. Take the top one. Mother Rose. Okay. Yeah, I think if you and your partner, or this person that you're thinking of, or the person that's going to come into your life, because this could be somebody that's currently in your life, somebody that you are just starting to get to know. I think if you pick this pile, you're most likely getting to know this person, and it hasn't quite turned into something. However, this could be a situation that you're currently already in, and it's just being heavily influenced by outside energies as well. But yes, so we have here, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. We have soulmate. So yes, this is a soulmate connection. And then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this goes back to that foundation. Yeah, so this comes back to that foundation that we were talking about before, and needing to solidify things. And I think the general message here is that even though there's outside energies trying to influence this connection, it's ultimately up to you, pile 1. It's up to you and your person to have open communication, to be honest with one another, and to really rise above it. You know, if your roots are strong, the tree will grow. But if your roots aren't stable, it's not going to get very far. It might sprint, like how plants and trees, sprint, and then fall. You don't want that. You want to nourish the foundation. And this is why that speed of wanting to move in quickly is really telling you, like, this reading is really telling you that even though you feel that pressure to move forward, to sprint, and to get things moving, and maybe that could also be why there's this deception, this secret, this gossip energy that's coming up. If you move too quickly, give it time. I think letting the foundations or setting the tone for the foundation is important. But give it time, nurture it, water it, give it sunlight. Let the roots take hold first before seeing what the fruit gives. We're going to move on. So the other oracle cards are Temple of the Rose, This is ancestral power, expression, activation, creative energy, and trying to tap into that ancestral knowing, that Hierophant energy, those teaching, those perspectives, or new perspectives. This could be like a spiritual awakening, a personal awakening. We also have the sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. We have come to me. This is attracting like a rose. This is like a rose, receive abundance and desires. So I love how a lot of times the cards overlap and just, further solidify the message that's trying to come through. And then we have Mother Rose. And so returning to each other, compassion, humanity. So again, this returning to each other, this can be, my candle's going crazy. This can be a magnetic force, a magnetic force that you feel with one another, something you can't quite explain, and it's again, not realizing that, there is this next level, this next level of intuition, or this next level of intuition or realization that, this pull towards whoever this person may be it feels out of character for you, is what it is. It feels out of character, and I think it feels out of character for your person as well. I think you're both mirroring each other. I think that you both have similar energies, and that, you both have things that you need to face, and you're both trying to welcome in love and feeling the pressure of needing to move things along, and, feeling that outside influence and that judgment of the people around you, excuse me, and recognizing that, hey, I got to make moves. I got to do something. But as much as, yes, you should do something, yes, you should move forward in solidifying this connection, or laying some kind of groundwork, some kind of foundation to build upon, there's no need to rush. There's really no need to rush. I'm going to pull two. I'm going to pull two cards from the Soul Truth deck to see what messages you can do with. These are a self-awareness deck. This is too many cards. I only want two cards. That's one. I wasn't going to take it, but sure. Okay, where can I put this? I'm running out of space. I need a bigger desk. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desire in life, what would I choose? So, burn with desire. There's power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. So the soul action of the day is today, go inwards. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. And then the second soul truth card is, do I believe I am worth I just lost my voice. Do I believe I am worthy? And the fact that I lost my voice just as I was about to say that should be quite telling for whoever's listening to this. Just know that you are worthy. You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt of. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Maya Angelou. Oh, that's lovely. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, yes, I am worthy. I am worthy of it all. So, pile one, I think you need to get out of your head this energy, these past blocks that you've had. You need to release them. You need to, get back out into that world, even as a hermit, even if you are contemplating many things in life, even if, out of nowhere, this bomb has kind of dropped into your life. This person, this magnetic energy, and you don't know what to do with yourself. I do believe that your person feels the same way. Because if there's anything I'm going to leave you with, it's going to be these two cards. The Star and Come to Me. Let's see if I can focus. So both these women are looking up. They're looking out into the divine, the universe, the world. They're sending out this energy of alignment of I want to be aligned, and I want union, and I want a connection that's going to maybe it'll challenge me, maybe it'll make me see things a little differently. But at the end of the day, even if it does challenge you, even if it does make you adopt new perspectives, or go within, or really just contemplate life. Like if you're going through some kind of awakening, spiritual awakening, personal growth awakening, and you're feeling out of sorts, and you've disconnected from reality because you're trying to make sense of left and right and up and down, and I hope the person that I'm thinking of that needs this reading, along with myself, finds it and it resonates. Anyways, I'm sure many people will likely resonate with it. I can think of a few actually. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I hope that you trust in this divine union, and remember that you are worthy. Things may not be moving as quickly as you want them to be moving, but if you allow for things to move in their own time, at their own pace, then you can bring this joy, this union, this Two of Cups balanced energy into your life. Pile one. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up, like and comment, share, subscribe. You can follow me on other pages too. I'm going to be trying to do more readings like this, so I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you picked the Selenite Chakra crystal in the Mystic Dreamer tarot deck, then this pile is for you. Once again, this is a general reading. It is timeless, so whenever you find it, take the messages that resonate for you. This particular reading will be looking at what the truth about your love life is right now. So we're going to do what's actually happening, what energy you're putting out and receiving, and what still needs healing. There will also be an extended version of this reading, which also goes into what this love will challenge, where the ego versus heart may be in conflict, how to align your energy, and what signs and energy you'll see from this particular connection. So let's go first with what's actually happening. Oops. Okay, what's actually happening for pile 2's connection? Actually, let me just fix this a little bit. Okay. All right, whatever. Okay. What's actually happening for pile 2? What's actually happening? Let's get one more card. Okay. Pile 2 is manifesting. We have the Magician and the Page of Pentacles. What energy is pile 2 putting out? That's too many cards. What energy are they putting out into the universe? Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay. And what still needs healing for pile 2? Oops, that's one too many. I just want 2 cards. What still needs healing? Okay, so pile 2. Oh, there's a 3rd card. We're going to take it anyways. Did not see that. I'll take what the universe gives us. Okay, so pile 2. I keep wanting to say pile 1. Maybe you were drawn to pile 1. In which case, if you were drawn to more than one pile, you may want to check out that pile as well, because sometimes there's additional messages that you may need to hear for. Pile 2. What's actually happening right now? We have the Magician and we have the Page of Pentacles. So I see that you are focused on your money, focused on trying to make things work for you, taking what you can to manifest this world, this vision, this idea, this dream that you have in your mind. There's clearly something here that you are passionate about pursuing, passionate about obtaining in your life, whether this is a physical object, a relationship, or a situation, something that you want to come into your life. You could be already working towards this. In fact, I think you have been working towards this. And these are the efforts that you're putting in right now. So trying to make something happening here. The energy that you're putting out and receiving is one of resilience. It's clear to me that you've gone through some stuff here, the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords here. There's clearly been a period of your life where you have been combating things, where you have been trying to emerge from the battlefield, quite literally. If you look at this card, this woman is literally in a battlefield. There's wands around her. She's been fighting. She's been putting up quite a fight. She's been resilient with her efforts. She is still trying to do what she can. And the Queen of Swords, she's standing true in her power. She's speaking her truth. She's communicating her needs, her wants, and her desires. So I think mutually the energy that you're putting out and receiving is one that I need somebody that is going to respect the fact that I've gone through quite a bit. I've struggled, but I'm not going to diminish I'm not going to diminish myself and speak less of myself or speak too little of my worth and lower my standards. This is the energy that this is giving me. So you're definitely putting it out there that, I'm take no BS, will accept no BS, and take me as I am, unapologetically. I have battle scars, but I'm still passionate about what I want in life and what I deserve and what I am capable of manifesting in my life. So there's definitely quite a lot here. You're standing true in your power, though, pile 2. When it comes to healing, what do you need to heal? So we have the Emperor, which was a card that was hidden and I did not see. So I'm going to receive this as hidden energy, something that you may not be fully conscious of or aware. Perhaps you may on some level. I'll go into that in a little bit. And then we have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So the Ace of Cups is new relationships. It's passion. It's love and abundance coming through. I feel that what needs healing here is a release of control. A release of control of how you want love to unfold here. And not making foolish decisions, not jumping the gun, not doing something without thinking it through. The Knight of Wands upright, he is very practical, very methodical and slow moving, but reversed, he's not thinking quite right, or rather he is preoccupied, or he's blinded by situations in his life that he can't see things at face value. And with the Ace card, this tells me that what might need more healing is how you approach relationships. If you're approaching them haphazardly, if that's the word, almost kind of like a almost kind of like it's giving me the energy of a drunken fool. I don't know if you drink, or if your person drinks, or maybe somebody's on a sober journey, and this has been a conflict, or maybe I'm just picking up on that. But anyways, the Knight of Wands in reverse, he's really not thinking straight. It is giving energy of kind of like being a little foolish, not thinking things through, going too fast. So I feel like you need to be a little more careful and practical in how you do things. And maybe this Emperor, this energy of needing control, of needing to pull the strings, or I don't want to say manipulate, but that's the word that's coming to mind. Kind of manipulating things so that they manifest the way that you want them to. Honestly, I don't think this is malicious manipulation. I think this is just a personal thing that, a lot of times we like to have control in our lives, control of how we go about our day-to-day routines, how we manage the people in and around our lives, and, the things that we do. There's a level of control that maybe you want in life that you're struggling with, because of being a fool in love. Similar to something that was said in pile 1, that puppy love energy, and just not seeing things quite clearly as they should be, because of being blinded by love. So pile 2, your overall message, there's definitely a lot of hard work and resilience that is being put towards your love life right now. You really want to manifest things. You're being unapologetic of how you're appearing, how you're showing up for yourself, and how you're showing up in general. But you do need to be a little more mindful of how you go about certain situations in your life, how you approach new relationships, and trying to harness this, or harness some level of control over your decisions, so that you're not walking into situations or new love and new relationships without a clear head on your shoulders, or as clear as your head could be. Okay, pile 2. So I'm going to leave that here for you for now. If you like to see the extended version, that will be on my YouTube. The extended will go into a little more detail into what this energy, what this love will challenge, present or future. I'm also going to look into the ego versus the heart, if there's any conflicts that might be coming up, how you can align your energy, and what signs or energy you'll see when this connection comes into your life. We're also going to pull some oracle cards and get some additional guidance. So if that sounds like something you'd like to hear, catch it over in the YouTube. Okay, take care. Bye. Hello, pile 2. This is the extended version of your reading. So we're going to go right ahead. Whoops. We're going to go right ahead into what this love will challenge. It's too many cards. Let's move some of these cards here. I think that works a little better. Okay, so what will this love challenge for pile 2? What will this love challenge? Again, way too many cards. Let's clear the deck again. Okay, so what will this love challenge? Let's get one more. I'll take the top one. So we have the King of Swords. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, we can worry about that later. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get a clarifying energy. Both of these want to come out. Okay, I will take it this time. I feel like this was trying to come out, or a similar card was trying to come out earlier. But we will take it. So what will this challenge? What's the ego versus the heart? Ego. That's too many. I'll take this one. Okay, let's ego and let's heart. Okay. That's interesting. Actually, let's move this here. And let's move you over here. Okay. It's just easier for me this way. How can pile 2 align with this energy? And one more. How can pile 2 align with this energy? Okay, maybe not going too fast. Yeah, definitely. And what signs of energy? What signs and energy will they see? Let's get 2 more. What signs and energy will they see? Interesting. Okay, let's get one more for what signs and energy. Really. Okay, something else. So what signs, energy they might see. I'll take it. I asked for something else. Okay. Pile 2. So what this love will challenge for you. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. So right away I see 2 people, or 2 energies. This could be a dual energy within you. This could be a dual energy within your partner, or this could be the energy of you and your partner. Remember that energy is fluid, so there is no gender attached to the energies. It's just energies. So the King of Swords is very open with how he expresses himself. This is likely a very intelligent person, somebody who has quite a bit of knowledge, is able to hold their own within a debate, or can debate just about anything. Maybe this is air energy, so Gemini, Sagittarius, Libra, or those seasons. So May, June, September, October, December, and November, I believe. Take it as it resonates. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, she's about her money. She wants to build foundation. She wants to be comfortable. She wants to feel comfortable with what money can buy her, with the comforts that she can obtain. So this energy, it does feel more like a dual energy within yourself, you know. What may be challenging is, you know, the fact that you want to focus on you or your person may want to focus on your career, building foundations, but you each have your own way of expressing yourself, or you each have your own strong opinions in regards to the situation. So sometimes it might be a little hard to get your point across or to see eye to eye. We have the Eight of Swords, which tells me that this could be, or this could cause a internal struggle or conflict within yourself as to woe is me, or feeling like the situation's unfair right now, or like you're not being heard, or your grievances are falling flat. There is a desire to build foundation, though. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords to see how they can come through. Ace of Swords. So just having straightforward communication. The King of Pentacles, matching this energy, both being on the same page. Sometimes the foundation, the groundwork needs to be laid first before being able to jump in or being able to pursue something. And that actually brings us right into the ego versus the heart conflict here, which is the Temperance in reverse and the Two of Wands. So Temperance in reverse tells me that either you or your person, or perhaps just the connection in general, is struggling to maintain a natural balance and equilibrium that is allowing for flow, that is allowing for things to move in their own time. This suggests trying to go kind of like against the waters, against the flow. It can also be that you feel, or your person feels, somewhat out of control, like decisions. Like the decisions that are being made are either out of your control or out of their control, or things are just happening, and it's causing a ripple within that natural flow, and the attention is it's being split right now. It's kind of like your attention is being split. It's almost like an uncertainty of how to balance the situation. I'm going to get some clarifying cards let's clarify the Two of Wands and the Temperance in reverse, please. Too many cards. Just one. Okay, the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, so this heart conflict is it's like somebody in this connection is kind of like disconnecting, or the ego versus the heart. There might be a disconnect here, whether this is you or your person. It feels like there's a lot of almost juggling that needs to be done, but it's not necessarily juggling. It's the focus. It's the focus of something, of a situation in particular that needs to be, the focus needs to be split. So you need to take time here, pile two, to really consider how this lack of flow is affecting you. Or how this could potentially affect you when it arises, if it's not already currently a conflict within your connection. This does feel more like a present connection, like a situation that you're most likely currently in. The best way for you to align with this energy is to let it move at its own pace. So we have the Tower here. There's going to be something inevitable change, inevitable impact. Change is truly the only constant we have in life. And as scary as it might be, and as difficult as it is to be faced with a Tower card. I know Tower cards get a lot of stigma, because it is fire, it is Tower, it is something crumbling. It's dreams being shattered almost. But sometimes it's not necessarily that everything's sometimes it's not necessarily that everything's being shattered, but rather that things are falling apart because that foundation that we talked about, this need to match this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, of knowing that, things need to be built, and there needs to be better flow, and there needs to be, focus on more than one thing right now. It may not be ideal. Communication will be very important throughout this, because this energy of the Tower means that something's going to change. Things are going to fall apart. It may feel uncomfortable. It may feel difficult. You might want to rush towards something different, or you might want to rush to make new moves or do something else. But you really need to slow down, Pile 2. You need to slow down. You need to let things flow in their own way. You need to get out. You need to stop being hidden within the shadows, or disconnecting from your connection, disconnecting from your work, your relationships, your friendships, disconnecting from life. You need to get out of this energy, and learn to find appreciation again. Appreciation for the abundance and the things that you do have, because right now it's like you won't be able to see the goodness that could come. So this is unfortunately a very difficult energy to be in, but I do hope that things will move forward. When we see the last question, signs and energy, that you'll see, we get a lot of, again, reinforcement, supporting energies showing up, telling us that, this temperance energy, upright, it's beautiful, upright, it's flowing, it's magic, it knows that the tides go a certain way, and that you can't rush greatness, you can't rush beautiful and wonderful things. They just need to flow. You need to honor the wheel of time, and recognize that everything has its season. Some seasons where preparing the soil to cultivate it, other seasons or planting the seeds in that same soil that we spent months nourishing. And then other seasons, we're seeing the fruition of those same seeds, and we're seeing those fruits and harvests come to life, so that we can go through the whole wheel of time. And there's definitely you seeing or being in alignment. You will feel it. You'll feel that things are flowing. You'll see that you're moving forward. You're letting go of past grievances. You're letting go of things that can no longer be helped. It is what it is. And you recognize that you need to take your power, and you need to let go of what's not working, and you need to honor your emotions and honor your feelings and honor the time that you're putting into things. If something's not working for you and you're trying to communicate and express yourself and it's still not coming through, then you need to respect that, perhaps you need to make some changes here. But the general gist here is that as difficult as this tower energy is, something either within the connection, around your connection, might change, and it might cause a ripple effect, and it might cause a need to split the focus, whether this is, your own personal focus, your partner's focus, or as a unit, the focus is being split. But there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. You both need to honor the seasons, the efforts that you're putting in, and let go of the things that you can't change. Emotions will start to feel a little bit more stable. Is another sign that you'll see with this connection when it's coming into alignment, or when it feels most aligned. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pull some oracle cards here. So I'm going to do 4 of the Lover's Oracle. Let's get 3 more, please. Express yourself. Yeah, I feel like communication is a big deal here in this connection. Love yourself first. Pulling back that energy, or recognizing how much energy you're putting into certain situations. We also have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Or is that Emperor? Somewhere in here. Take back control of your life. That was another theme that was coming up. Express your love. Go ahead, make the romantic gesture. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel like a lot of this, the express your love and free yourself, are very, very in tune with the energy of releasing control of the narrative, releasing control of how you expected things to unfold. And just really letting yourself voice your opinions and speak clearly and passionately about what it is that you wanted to say within this connection. Love yourself first definitely is going to be a big thing for you, as well as you learn to balance that focus and bring back that energy. This Queen of Cups is a motherly energy, so this healing family issues could be issues in your extended family, in your immediate family unit. This could also be talks and communications about a family unit within your connection. So perhaps you and your partner are discussing having a family together, or what that might look like. And then that could be a strong possibility for some. Okay, so let's go for Rose Oracle cards. What else does pile 2 need to know? Let's pile 2. Oops. What does pile 2 need to know? So we have healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Again, with that Emperor and Temperance in reverse energy of wanting control and, struggling to go with the flow. The rose thread, inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously, expressing your love, loving yourself first, freeing yourself. What else does pile 2 need to hear? Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, grounded action. Planting those seeds, recognizing the seasons of time, knowing when it's a good time to plant yourself, to express your love. And last one, come to me. Interesting. Attracting like a rose, abundance, desires, receive. So again, I feel like a big sign that you'll notice when moving in alignment in this connection, whether this is a current connection or a future connection, you'll find that when you are feeling most aligned within this energy is when you're moving with purpose, when you're moving with flow instead of against it, when you can let go of past situations that you no longer have control over, so that you can free yourself from, issues that need to be addressed and issues that need to be resolved, and that so you can focus on loving yourself and bringing that balance back into your life so that you can allow this temperance energy to flow naturally, and then eventually allow you to plant those seeds. So what soul truths does pile 2 need to know? What soul truths does pile 2 need to know? What am I afraid of losing? Control. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of cards. We can't do them all. I'm sorry. As much as you may want, Spirit, we can't do them all. Okay, what else does pile 2 need to know? One more. I'll take the top one. What can I do to make a difference? What changes can you do? So what can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams, no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? For today's soul action, make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. Free yourself. What am I afraid of losing? Okay. As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved. I am safe. And I belong. I think that's really beautiful. I'm going to leave it here. I think a lot of this is fairly in keeping with what the overall messages were. Definitely take time to reflect on these soul actions and make sure that you're applying these things, slowing down, finding balance, getting out of this this dissociative energy, and maybe you do need to split your focus for a little bit, and maybe that is why there's an imbalance, but this will fix itself. As you align your energy, this balance will come forward as you get out of this and move towards this, freeing yourself, loving yourself, allowing for healing to happen, and allowing for these plants, these seeds to be rooted. I think that will help you immensely, pile 2. Okay, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give me a like, comment, follow, or subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Okay, take care. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you picked the agate flower carnelian, I think. No, it's an agate. The agate heart here in the Ethereal Visions tarot deck, then this is your pile. Oops, let's just put this here. Okay, so this is the general reading. We're going to look into what's actually happening, where you're putting your energy, where you're receiving it, what still needs healing. Remember, this is a timeless reading. And these are general messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest. There will be an extended that looks into what this love will challenge, present and future. We'll also look into the ego versus the heart, if there's any conflicts that might arise from this connection, how to align your energy with it, and what signs and energy you might see. Okay, so let's start with the first question. What's actually happening? Whoa, I will take this one. The sun, what's actually happening in pile 3's connection, or in pile 3's love life? The Two of Swords. Okay, I don't want to clarify that. What energy is pile 3 putting out into the universe? Or what energy are they receiving? What are they putting out and receiving? What is this? The Emperor in reverse. Okay. The Magician. What energy they're putting out. Okay, and what still needs... Oh, that's too many. And what still needs healing for pile 3? What does pile 3 still need to heal? I will take the top one. The Wheel of Fortune. What does pile 3 still need to heal? Sure. The Artist. Okay, so pile 3, what's actually happening is we have the Two of Swords in reverse and the Sun. So I do want to clarify that Two of Swords. Can we clarify the Two of Swords, please? The Wheel. Oops. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords just trying to come up. Okay. Or, sorry, not the Wheel. The Well. So the Artist and the Well are individual cards specific to this deck. It's interesting that they both came out. So the Artist and the Well, fairly similar, but let's go first with what's actually happening. What's actually happening here is that you may be seeing, or you may be presented with an opportunity to express yourself creatively, or why is that out of focus? To express yourself creatively and pursue something that perhaps you had only dreamed of. It looks like this decision may be made for you, not by you, or something may happen that creates things to unfold in a certain way that you didn't have much control over. This could also be a feeling of imbalance in this situation as well. It could be that perhaps you feel like you don't deserve this, or perhaps you may feel like whatever's happening is unexpected, or it may be too expressive or too strong, or perhaps it just feels otherworldly, kind of like you can't quite believe how things unfolded. So that's what's actually happening. What energy are you putting out and what energy are you receiving? We have here the Emperor in reverse. Let's see if that the Emperor in reverse, and we have the Magician. So you're clearly trying to manifest things. You're definitely in your power, you're trying to make moves. You're trying to make a name for yourself. Perhaps it's the situation, or perhaps it's just life in general that, you're trying to use the tools that you have available to you to make them best out of a situation. The Emperor in reverse does tell me that it may look like you may not be in total control of your life or the goals, dreams, things in general that are happening around you. It may feel like you don't quite have, again, that control. Decisions are being made for you, not by you. Or feeling as if, you want more control, and it's just not unfolding the way that you would like it to. When it comes to what still needs healing, we have the Artist and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Artist is passion. It's one of the other extra cards that's in this deck. Which, again, I reiterate that it's interesting that both came out and both are both encompass the energy of following your passions, pursuing your passions, letting that creativity flourish, being an endless source of inspiration, using the tools that you have at your disposal to create life, to create vision, to be inspired. So when it comes to what needs healing, I feel like Pile 3, I feel like you need to tap into this energy again. I feel like there's something around you that isn't quite moving at the pace that you want. Isn't like either. Again, things aren't really unfolding the way you'd like. Let's clarify the Artist. It's too many. Let's clarify the Artist. Just the one card, please. I will take the top one. Oh my goodness. So the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so I think being too hard on yourself in regards to how, again, things are unfolding, they're not really in your control, feeling like, what's actually happening is, while it's great, it feels passionate, it feels lovely, the overall energy, it feels a little conflicting. It feels a little conflicting because it's like you're wanting to receive passion and you're wanting to receive balance, but there's this lack of control. There's this worry. There's this imbalance happening, and there's this desire to move with the Wheel of Time, move with the Wheel of Fortune, move with the seasons of time. There's a desire to want to bring back this passionate side of you, this artistic, creative version of who you are. So when it comes to your relationship right now and your love life, it does seem like things feel a little off. Like there's a lot to be grateful for, and there's goodness, and there's a lot of love, but it doesn't feel like you have control the situation. It doesn't feel like you are that you feel balanced within this particular connection. I am going to leave you here, pile 3, in regards to your reading. I hope it resonates. If you want more clarity and if you want to go into the additional questions to answer some of the lingering questions that I still have, we will be going into what this love will challenge, present or future, the ego versus the heart, if there's any conflicts that are coming through, how you can align this energy, or how you can go into alignment to bring in a better connection, what signs and energy you'll see with alignment. All of these will be in the extended version, which will be on my YouTube. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Hello, pile 3. This is your extended version of the truth about your love life right now. If you just finished watching, you probably have some questions. I sure do. So let's go right into it. What does this love challenge? What will this love challenge, present or future? What is it trying to challenge? Okay, the Knight of Swords. Okay. What is this? The Empress in reverse. What is the ego? Oops. Whoa. What is the ego versus the heart conflict in this connection? Too many cards. What is the ego versus the heart in this connection? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Whoa, please don't burn. The Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. How can pile 3 align with this energy? How can pile 3 align with this energy? We have Four of Pentacles. How can pile 3 align with this energy? The Chariot, okay. And what signs or energy will they see? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, one more. What signs and energy will pile 3 see? The King of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles. A lot of passion. A lot of passion. This is a very passionate connection. And again, with how the 2 extra cards came out in this spread, I just want to reiterate that. So what will this love challenge? We have the Empress in reverse, and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is communication versus heart space or lack thereof. The Empress is very, very intuitive, but this energy will likely challenge that. So I feel like because of how passionate or how much passion and desire for creativity and inspiration there is in this spread as a whole, I think that there's going to be a lot of blockages that this particular love will challenge. I do feel that the way through it is through open communication, is through expressing your desires, your wants, your needs. There's a lot of energy in speaking your truth, and really doing what feels right for you. Yeah. So when it comes to the ego versus the heart conflict here, I feel that there's going to be a bumpy road. It's almost like beginner's luck. So this feels like it is likely a new connection, not an existing connection. So this likely will have some learning curves, learning about each other, learning about how you may manage finances. Again, there's a lot of pentacles along with passion. Pentacles also reflect money and finances. So there can be some hurdles around your finances. There can be a struggle between wanting to, it's almost like a starving artist, where it's a conflict in the fact that you want to stay true to your craft, you want to pursue your artistry, your passions, your creativity, regardless of not being in control of the situation and not having the ability to manipulate the situation and you want to, but using the tools that you have and wanting that to come to fruition and wanting that to flourish, but being conflicted because it may not be necessarily paying the bills. It may not be excuse me, it may not be bringing you the rewards that you had initially expected. I feel that there's a lot of, not necessarily conflicts of interest, but a lot of concern as to whether maybe you'll be able to merge cohesively in a connection that will flourish in this way. When it comes to how you move forward and how you try to align in this connection, a lot of that is letting go and not knowing how things are going to unfold. There's a lot of uncertainty here. There's a lot of following your heart and not knowing where it's going to lead. Trusting the divine blindly, if you will. I'm surprised the Fool is not in this spread. To sum up this energy, I'm surprised the Fool is not in this spread. Because if this is not a connection that you're currently in, and it's one that you're going, that you're thinking of exploring, or a connection that you're trying to manifest into your life, there will likely be a few bumps. There will likely be blockages of intuition, blockages of creativity in the beginning, but it's this passion. There's so much passion. There's so much desire for fortune and creativity. We have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Four of Pentacles. It's almost overwhelming. The Chariot doesn't show you the path, but I feel that this is, you're okay with that. I feel like pile 3, that it doesn't matter truly, because as long as you have these passions and this desire to move forward, and this, need and want to try and, make do with what you have, like I said, the struggling artist, you know um, trying to the artist is trying to bring fortune into their life. They're trying to use this well of creativity, use all these tools that they have at their disposal, and really manifest things. But there's so much out of your control, and there's so much that is uncertain in how the path is going to unfold. This is really just trusting blindly, letting go, and trusting in divine timing, trusting in the universe. It's a trust fall, and not knowing where you're falling. Is the energy I'm getting from this reading. So when it comes to your love life, what's currently happening, and the energy that you're going to go into, or the love that you're trying to explore, it's likely going to be one that's going to all else be damned. Things will unfold in the way that they need to, and that's okay. You have the King of Pentacles here and the Nine of Pentacles here, telling me that when you are in alignment, things are going to be good. You're going to see those foundations. You're going to see all those seeds that you planted come to fruition. Trusting that divine path, however long it may be. Because again, it's uncertain. Whatever happens. You are quite clearly putting all your faith in the universe. You're taking all your faith and giving it into the universe and saying, I trust you completely. I know that whatever you bring me will be for my highest good. And I believe that, and I trust that, and I know that it will pay off in time. And when it does, I will be aligned, and I will feel a union of love, and I will feel this energy of satisfaction and completion, and knowing that all that hard work and all this effort that you put in is finally going to pay off. So it's really nice to see. It is quite bumpy leading up to, but it is quite nice to see. What else does pile 3 need to know? Guidance, confirmation, new love. Yeah, again, I don't feel like this is a current connection. I feel like this is something that's going to come into your life in its own time. What else does pile 3 need to know? Oh, they saw something here. Flirt. Okay. What else does pile 3 need to know? Guidance, clarity, a confirmation. Okay. Honeymoon and past life relationship. Yeah, so this past life and this new love, this flirt and this honeymoon. Oh my God, talking about passion. Okay. A new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I feel like whenever this does happen, the honeymoon phase is going to be very long. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Again, with all the passion, this does feel like it would be a new connection. And I feel like it would be very passionate. A lot of devotion, a lot of, I think I saw, oh no, that's too many. What else does pile 3? What else does pile 3 need to know? Okay. So, oh wow, you got a lot of rose. Maybe you like roses. We got Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity, returning to each other, this past life connection, this passion, burning passion. My goodness. Pile 3, you're lucky. The Wild Rose, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, untamed. So this is very much flirting. Flirt energy, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. And then we have the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. Wow. Trust the weavings. Yeah. So this definitely feels like this is an energy that is going to be burning with passion. When it comes into your life, it's likely going to feel, like it may have just come out of nowhere. There is healing that needs to be done. There is addressing your own passions, your own, not forgetting your own individual passions, recognizing that, however otherworldly this may feel, or however strong this energy is, you still need to try to bring in some balance, speak your truth, don't forget your own intuition, don't forget your roots. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of unknown energy here, but again, even if you don't know the direction that you're going, it's clear to me based off this reading that it doesn't really matter. Because you are accepting and you are allowing for things to come into your life as they need to. You're trusting your ancestral roots, you're trusting your grandmothers, you're trusting divine universe, you're trusting God, that things will unfold in the way that they need to, and that you trust that new love and this honeymoon phase that is so clearly abundant. So I think that's beautiful. Let's close this up with some soul truth cards. What does pile 3 need to know? If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Too many cards. Okay, just one more, please. What does pile 3 need to know? Just one more card. Oops. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Okay. And the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Replace them with gratitude. Be grateful. You're being summoned to more peace. Peace is at home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus on what you can control. If you expect nothing, you are grateful for everything. You will experience extreme fulfillment. Yeah, so let's read the next one. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires, so let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action. Today go inwards. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So, again, pile 3. It seems to me that when it comes to love, it's likely that you are not in a current connection, or if that you're in a connection, it's quite new. It could feel a little bit scary. You're being asked to, again, release this control, release the control of wanting things to unfold in a certain way. This desire to have things go a certain way could also be what's blocking that intuition. So when you surrender, when you trust in, when you trust in the path, even though you don't know where it's going, you will be able to see that eventually it leads to wonderful, passionate new beginnings, like this honeymoon phase and this new love energy of having things unfold in the right time. So even though things may feel a little difficult in the beginning, or right now, or in the journey overall, it's that surrender that you're being asked to. I feel like a lot of you who have chosen this pile or are watching this pile have already accepted that you need to trust whatever is unfolding, and know that it is for your highest good, that that eventually you will be rewarded with this new love, with this flirt, with this honeymoon energy, with this burning passion that is all over this particular reading. But a lot of it has to do with releasing control, releasing, expectations that you've placed on yourself, or expectations you've placed on others, and being a little more lenient with those expectations. So let go, release, trust in the divine, trust in the universe and God, whatever divinity you choose, and know that things will unfold for you in the time that they need to unfold. Okay, pile 3, that is your reading. I hope it resonates with you. I hope it brings some clarity or answers some questions. Please make sure to leave me a like or leave a comment. You can also follow or subscribe. And hopefully I will be making more videos like this. Take care. Bye.